Yo, it's Marcus from Morsini back with another video. Today, we're going to be going over some tips and tricks for people playing with no sound in COD Mobile and respawns. Specifically, I'm going to be going over some things, some tips I want to give you guys, and things that I do when I play with no sound. Because sometimes, your headphones die, but you don't want to stop playing, so you just play with no sound. And yeah, let's get into it. Respawn edition. One other thing I want to cover for my giveaway, guys, in the future, I'm going to try to stick with like North American people only, people I can actually give the Battle Pass to via COD Mobile. No offense to people who support me from other countries. Until I figure out a way to gift you the Battle Pass, I'm going to have to just keep it to North American people only. I know that sounds awful and I don't want to do that, but I would rather keep the integrity of the giveaway as what it is, rather than feel like I'm letting people down by not being able to give them the Battle Pass. That being out of the way, let's discuss some COD Mobile stuff. Alright, so playing with no sound, it's a lot more difficult than playing with sound. I play with beats, so I can hear every footstep on the map. There's a lot more to hear. I mean, it's just a whole different game when you play with beats, or any real good headphones, or maybe even AirPods are probably okay, but headphones are definitely better. So, step one in respawns only. When you're playing with no headphones or no sound in general, I think it's a lot easier to play the objective, right? So for a game like Hardpoint or Domination, play the objective and stay in that hardpoint as much as you can, because your teammates are probably not the type of people to do that. So somebody's got to do it, and it's going to help out a lot for your team to win more games if you're going to be that guy in the hardpoint. Because let's be honest, man, not everybody wants to be that guy. But if you're playing with no sound, that's a perfect time for you to be that guy. And in this gameplay, that's what I was. I just kind of sat in the hardpoint a lot. I didn't actually push out or push forward or anything like that. Spent most of my time just chilling in the hardpoint, throwing down trophy systems and whatnot. That being said, let's discuss for TDM. If you don't have sound, I just kind of run around. Or you can just not move. It's one or the other. Either just run around with your head cut off and just hope you're running into people and catching good timings and shooting people in the back. Or don't move and you could just sit in places with like a SVD or SKS and just camp it up. You know what I mean? It's TDM. The goal is to kill people. Doesn't really matter how you do it as long as you're killing people. Same for frontline. I think frontline, everybody kind of knows at this point. You just want to hold the 50-yard line of the map. So halfway around the map, you're just holding that because they're going to spawn in the same place every time. You're going to be premiuming all the same stuff every time. So that's kind of how you do frontline. And then, let me think. Domination, you're going to be on the flags. Always cap your home flags. And then some important things to know. I would never hop on the B flag alone unless you have a transform shield. Then you might be able to handle it with a transform shield and a trophy system. You could probably hold it down yourself, but you're probably going to get flanked, and that's always a big issue because you're going to capture it really slow. So I always say play super objective heavy when you're playing with no sound, because I think it's way better. It's way more beneficial for you and your team. As you can see here, I'm breaking in the hard point. Boom, I'm in here. Another big thing you're doing when you are playing with no sound is pre-firing. I think that is a crucial aspect of playing with no sound, is you got to be on things before they happen, right? If I hear anybody coming to this point right now, I'm pre-firing this doorway in front of me. That's going to happen. There is absolutely no reason for me not to pre-fire that, because there's only one way they can come in. They're not coming in through the windows because I can see the windows. So they're coming in through that. I am pre-firing that before anything else happens. So pre-firing's huge. Another tip I'd like to give is, just because you can't hear them doesn't mean that they can hear you. You know what I mean? They might be playing with no sound too. So don't be scared to make some plays. You don't always have to play like an S&D when you're bot walking around. You can just go out there and make some plays, push some stuff, make some things happen. I know people get a little more, cautious like an S&D with no sound to make sure people don't hear them. But for respawns, man, just get in there and make stuff happen. That's why I say play a lot in the point, because when you're in the point, there's a lot more going on. People are throwing Molotovs, nades, trophy systems are going down, specialists are coming out. There's a lot more going on. For specialists, by the way, I would love to say use something that's more beneficial for you when you don't have an audio cue. So something that's just generally good, like kinetic armor, it just makes you harder to kill. You know what I mean? And a transform shield for like domination, I think is really good. Purifier's gotten some buffs, but I feel like that helps to kind of know where people are coming from. So maybe the map awareness could be a higher elevated thing. Just making sure you know where your teammates are on the map. That way you can know where other people are spawning in hardpoint. Yeah, so there's just a lot of things out there that would really be helpful. I always suggest using a gun with a lot more bullets. In this gameplay, I went 7 and 8. Like I went negative, and we won by a ton. Obviously, my teammate's got 30 kills, so he's hard carrying in the slaying department. But I got a minute and a half in the hill. Somebody's got to do it. Might as well be me. I mean, a minute and a half, that's 92 points right there. What more do you want from your boy? Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'm out.